Welcome, race fans, dirt fans, and everybody out there. We're live here tonight, Limaland Motorsports Park, and we're about to set sail. And James, I'm not sure who won last night's race. Couldn't tell you on that one. Might get up with Trevor and all those guys, or Tyler and all them, who won that one. But we're in the middle of practice right now. Championship night here tonight for these guys at the USAC Sprint League. And these boys, man, are going to bring out the wingless sprint cars. That's right. First time we get to see these out here. So bear with me. I'm not 100% up to snuff on what these machines can do. I'm used to the wing sprints and the super late models, which you'll see some super late models later on tonight, 12 o'clock midnight. So if you're a late nighter, check that out. But got about 6 minutes to go here in qualifying. And right now, these guys, they are pulling some good ones out here. Well, just to give you a heads up on points here tonight, Trevor Royal right there, 289 out front. But David Morgan right behind him. Trevor Fisher there, Austin O'Neill, and Jacob Melvin. All your top 5 guys that are closest beyond each other. So right now, Trevor out front got a pretty big lead. He'd have to have his computer kind of blow up or something like that. But don't count out David. Don't count out the other Trevor Fisher there. It'll be a good battle as we see here. That's fine, Brett. If you want to jump down, you can do. But right now, Trevor being class of the field, so to speak. It's been a really, really good one so far. Hey, what's up, Jeffrey? How you doing out there, man? So this one here is going to be a good one, as we've got a new set here, new league here for myself here, the USAC guys. Hey, definitely, man. I want to appreciate them letting me do here. This is a season finale for these gentlemen out here right now. They're hosting up a good one. As always, well, see if we can bring up some good car action here. What series? This is USAC Sprint League out here. That's the only information they gave me. But hey, Joe White up here in the booth. I'm accompanied by legendary man from down under himself, Brett Wheeler. Brett, how you doing?
Yeah, doing good, Joe. Excited to be back here at Limaland, one of probably my favorite track on the iracing service. Then you throw in these non-wing race cars. They are literally the hidden gem when it comes to racing these non-wing cars. They always put on a good show. And look, no doubt when this cushion will start to build up, no doubt that the big right rear tyres will be right up against the cushion. It's so close to the wall, and hopefully we get to see some slide jobs here tonight.
Well, you know, and this is the first time I've ever actually seen some, the wingless sprints, excuse me here. I'm so used to saying wing sprints, but kind of a wingless style sprint machine out here. I could test it, kind of close to the UMP modified or whatnot. But, yeah, I mean, it's the first time seeing these out here. There's not many leagues out there that run this machine. So kind of new to me, kind of unique seeing them. I do like that action with these guys lifting that front wheel up. So they kind of putting on a stunt show out there so far.
Yeah, they're basically just the normal sprint cars, just without the wings on top. So, they've still got the same amount of horsepower. It's just there's no downforce on these cars. So, you'll see the front wheels pick up from time to time, and they kind of think of a midget racing. If you ever watch the midgets on here, how they always pick up the front end, they always pick up the left front tire. This is pretty much what they do. It's just except that these are the sprint car chassis with the sprint car motors, just no wings and a lot of power.
Oh yeah, no doubt, and it looks already exciting out there, and a handful without that wing. And Blake, just you're asking who puts it on, as far as I'll get you his name right now, Trevor Fisher is one of the main guys. You can look him up there, but USAC is the lead. Basically, that's all I got. Brett, you got any other info there? Because that's pretty much the only thing I know. You call it USAC Association League here.
Yeah, they just if you want to check them out on the iRacing League schedule, if you got iRacing, United States Auto Club, Trevor Fisher, Trevor runs it. Good league. I broadcasted their league a couple of weeks ago at Lania. So, I mean, they certainly put on a show, and look, no doubt about it. When they come to Limaland, they're going to put on an even better show here. One to keep an eye on will be the 90 car of Trevor Royer.
Yeah, and he's actually leading the points, and you spoke of that right there because we are a championship race here tonight. Last race of the season here, coming in, and I know you've done this league, so you're very familiar with all these drivers. Some of them, and I'm familiar. Obviously, Trevor Royal right there, definitely familiar with it, coming from VLR and some of the other guys in leagues and whatnot. But he's in control of his destiny tonight, pretty much. Got a big lead coming in here with the top 5, second place in points. They're tied right now coming in, but we're going to crown a champ here before it's over with tonight.
Yeah, look, I think it's going to be hard to beat the Black Diamonds Motorsports number 90 of Trevor Royer. As you said, he's leading the points. A couple of weeks ago when they were at Lania, he come from 4th or 5th, I think, and got to the lead and was never really beheaded from there. He had quite a dominating lead. So practice coming to a close here in less than a minute's time. So we'll get qualifying underway, and then I think they just go straight into the main event. It's hard to keep up with what leagues, you use what kind of format we do. I do quite a lot during the week that run all kinds of different formats.
They do, I'm like you, man, now, Brett. I only have a few dirt leagues, but even with those few, they are different. Some run, just a normal straight in practice qualifying race. Some use the iracing heats and go into a special style main, and then some use a manual style series and whatnot. So it's kind of unique to see the different versatility there throughout the leagues and whatnot. But we are heading into qualifying. These guys will qualify. Shame on me because I didn't even see what the total laps for the feature is. I know cautions will not be counted. And, before you came up here in the booth with me, I actually was just going to switch over on my phone and listen to race control as far as laps go, so that way I can keep up with them. Hopefully we'll be able to, I'll get caught up so much in the action I won't lose a lot of the laps.
I'm not sure if I think they run 40 at Lania, so I'm assuming that it'll either be 30 or 40 here tonight at Limaland, so I don't think it'll be sort of any different to what they've run in the previous week. So, I mean, I do love these smaller types of racetrack, where you got to go elbows up and you got to be up on the wheel.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. As we're getting through here qualifying out here tonight, we got some 8 drivers out here about to put on a good show. Trevor, like I say, pretty much got his own thing out here. David there, Morgan sitting in second place in points. Make sure I get that right. Yep, David Morgan points. Now, he's got Trevor Fisher, though. And Trevor Fisher is tied with him. So there's a tie right now, Brett, for second in points. So that's really a battle we're going to look at here all night long because, Royal right there, he's got a pretty good lead. He's got 289 points. Second place got 256. David M's going to pretty much almost need a miracle out here to get that thing up there and maybe take this title away from him.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to get that title away from him. But you were talking about the point battle there for second between Morgan and Fisher. Pretty much a similar sort of lap times when it came to practice. Both drivers in the 12.4. So I mean, it's all going to come back down to a bit of luck here. And, David Morgan, well, he's gone third quick with 12.271 as Trevor Fisher is actually rolling out onto the racetrack right now. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of lap time he does here and how, he'll stack up in qualifying.
4:10s, I do know that part. They actually are going to run the big boys here in the non-wing sprint ones. So that's actually, you talk about a lot of power for these things out here. That's the biggest you can go, 410 cubic inches.
Certainly correct. And look at that. Look how that Trevor Fisher with a 12.265. In fact, make that quick time with a 12.105. Sits position number 1. And that's going to put him toward, or that will put him off the front row. At least you're still waiting on Trevor Royer in the 90 machine to lay down a qualifying time.
Yes, sir, we are. Trevor Fisher putting it up top, so he's definitely wanting to try to take that second place part as our main guy. He has yet to make a qualifying run. Still got about 2.5 minutes left here, so he's got plenty of time that he can get one out. As I think he might be coming out on the track right now, so I think he was just seeing what everybody else was going to lay down.
Yeah, certainly been one of the last cars. Maybe making some final adjustments on that race car. Maybe he might not have been too happy after that practice effort, but we'll see what he can do. He's on his first qualifying lap right now as he thunders into turn number 3 and 4. So Trevor Royer, I'll get my words out eventually. His first lap time is a 12.543. That's 7th quick for your championship leader.
Absolutely, put down a bad fast time right now. That 12.105, a little bit about 400s faster than Jacob Melvin right there. And so we'll see what actually Royal, our points leader, he puts out a 12.217 up to 4th place. So he's leapfrogged David for the 2nd place, but right now Trevor Fisher, he's the man in control. He's hoping to take that 2nd place spot.
Yeah, and it bumps David Morgan back to 6th position. So he's going to start on the outside of the 3rd row and to come forward and try and make some passes on such a tight racetrack. You know, whereas Trevor Fisher, he's going to be starting on the pole, so he's going to be able to dictate the pace and dictate the speed. And when they go green here, not too far away from qualifying being wrapped up. But, Trevor Fisher on pole, David Morgan. Now, that was your battle for 2nd and 3rd, I believe that was. So, 1st row up against the 3rd row.
Awesome. I'll tell you what, man, these guys right now about to spin around this place. It's going to be electric. Now, folks, like I say, when you see up there, the ticker will be right. The laps won't, because they don't count caution laps here in the main event, but they do count the main lap. So we'll definitely keep up on what's going on. And again, I believe it is. Look at my little cheat sheet here.
Yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go find out.
Yeah. Brett's gonna find out. I'm trying to look at the cheat sheet, and you know what? Shame on me. I don't have the info. That's my bad, folks. I know. What's wrong with you, Joe? You didn't come prepared. Dadgummit. Well, we're live tonight. Facebook Live, YouTube, OSR Network, YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch. So check out. Pick your poison on which one you want, is what I always say. Get ready, because we're about to do some Rumble out here at Limaland tonight. And put on some dirt racing here for the USACs. As these man's here, let's go ahead and grid these guys up. Starting on Greg, on pole, Trevor Fisher. Jacob Melvin sitting in 2nd place spot. Starting in 3rd, we got James Turnbull, 4th place man. Trevor Royal right there. Starting in 5th, Todd Brandit. And David Morgan starting in 6th place. 7th place, John Jackson. And then Jeff Nevins, he rounds out the top 8 so far. So that's your grid in order. 8 drivers out here. Well, they're about to put this place on fire here tonight.
Can confirm it's 30 laps. And if there is a yellow, we'll add 3 laps. So the white flag will come out at lap 30 unless there is a yellow.
Okay. 30 laps. We'll add 3 laps if the yellow comes out right at the end. All right. And I think he also said if the yellow comes out on the last lap, just race it on out. I do remember that part.
Yeah, this should be a good show. These cars, literally, they could be the best cars you'll ever see race if you've got the right people. And the way these guys put on a show a couple of weeks ago, it was nothing short of fantastic.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see these guys, man, start to right now. Just put the hammer down here tonight. Make these things, man, twist and shout, because that's what they were doing during practice and qualifying. As we're getting set, the man up front, Trevor Royal, he's wanting to come out of here champ. Pace trucks in, green flag's going to fly on us tonight. 30 laps, here they go. They drop them down, and boy, they are already slinging dirt out here at Limaland.
I'm trying to wake up. They caught me halfway through a yawn, Royer. To the outside in turn 4. The opening lap will belong to Trevor Fisher. The battle for 2nd between Melbourne and Turnbull right now. They were side by side in 1 and 2 as Turnbull. He's going to come up the racetrack and try and find that cushion in turn 3 and 4. But 2 laps down, and Trevor Fisher is your race leader.
Yes, he is. Trevor, man, definitely out front. Wants that 2nd in points right now as he's tied with the man of David Morgan, who's back in 7th place spot. But Jacob Melvin, he is up in the 3rd. He's got his hands full. He's moved out just a little bit, though. But he is in between Trevor Fisher and James Turnbull. and they're definitely battling out. He's went up high to the cushion side here already. As you got Trevor Royal, our points leader, he's trying to get up there next to Jacob and see if he can't take that third place spot.
Yeah, Roy on the inside of Melbourne through turns 3 and 4. He will complete the pass, but Melbourne going to try and fight back on the outside. Then you go back to the 0-0 there of Jeff Nevins back here in 5th position right now, trying to make it 4th. As we've got Todd Brand, who gets a little bit out of shape in turns 3 and 4, just then behind the 0-0 of Jeff Nevins.
Yes, it is, pulling those front left tires off the ground as they torque that monster around here. That is awesome looking. You got Jeff right there in the 5th place spot, hanging on to it. You definitely got Trevor Fisher. He is still checked out up front, holding on to this one. And we're at lap 7 so far. No caution has been thrown, so we've definitely completed lap 7 to 8 here tonight at Limaland for the USACs here. The wingless sprint machines. As Trevor Royal right now is up in the 3rd place spot. He is wanting to clinch this title and say it's mine. The battle's on for 4th place spot between Todd Brandon and Jacob Melvin.
Yeah, Melvin a lot closer to Royer in turns 3 and 4 here right now than what he has been the previous couple of laps, as he's trying to get back into that podium spot right now, but he just can't quite make the move as that top side of the racetrack is starting to come in. We've just gone past a third of the race distance here as Royer, a little bit out of shape there, coming off a turn number 4, got the car just a little bit too sideways than what he normally would like, and does the same in 1 and 2 as well, but not going to slow that 90 machine down.
No, he's not. He's got a fast machine here tonight. He's trying to get up out near that cushion, try to run the high side, but he's got a madman behind him in the 07 of Jacobs trying to take that spot away. He's utilizing the middle side of the track. As actually you see Trevor up high right now. And like I said, we've always said it's risk versus reward when you go up top. But man, you want to talk about a guy up there riding the wall and riding the top side of that thing. That's the man in the 2nd place spot, James Turnbell.
Yeah, Turnbull in the 2K, he's just literally leaning on that cushion. He's inches away from the wall. He almost makes a mistake in 1 and 2 on the exit of turn number 2, but he got that car under control. They're already starting to get lap traffic. John Jackson, the first car to go officially a lap down, is Trevor Fisher. He picks up the front wheels coming out of turn number 2. A big wheel stand there by the 16.
Yeah, it is. My bad. I call him Turnbell. I don't know why I did, but Turnbull, that's right. Either way, he's turning that thing, and it is bucking like a bull, and he is definitely driving it, the wheels off of it. But our top leader here, Trevor Fisher, would love to put this thing in victory lane tonight. So far, 16 laps, and you said we got 30 in here, so we're past halfway in this one.
Yeah, interesting to see that Fisher actually run on the bottom side of the racetrack. The cushion is starting to develop on the top side. That is definitely the fastest way around the racetrack, but by using that cushion, by using the top side of the racetrack, they're actually going longer in distance than what Fisher is on the low side of the racetrack. He's making this track as short as possible.
Yeah, he is. Oh, I'll tell you what, an awesome wheel stand there by Royal. And then we have under our first caution tonight. See what happened, and I think that's David
42.
Morgan. David, 42.
Jackson in the 42 was around.
Let's go back on the replay. Let the viewers out there see what happened. Oh, just caught the wall, and next thing you know, just caught it spinning around. And wow, that put us at lap 19. So we'll keep track of this one. That should put 11 laps to go.
White flag at lap 33 we'll have.
Are we doing 33 laps?
Yeah, the white flag will come out at lap 33, so
Okay.
we're on.
I would say,
22.
yeah, I would say the caution came out around lap 19.
Yeah, I'm going to say there's about 10 laps to go.
All right. Well, they don't count cautions.
No, it's because they'll do 3 laps under cautions. So yeah, they'll just add that to the lap ticker up the top on your the screen.
There you go. You're right. I'll be like, we'll call it 10, but here we go. Pace truck's in, and that man up front, Trevor Fisher, he has owned this place here so far. He gets a good jump out again. He is staying down low there, and James, though, he is wanting that high side. The battle's on for 3rd place spot, though. Trevor Royal right there in the 3rd place. He's got his hands full with Jacob Melvin on the inside of him.
Yeah, looking at the times right now, Turnbull, who was a 10th quicker on that previous lap. So that top side is starting to come in, but you know, Fisher, he's just doing everything he can at the moment to run that bottom side of the racetrack, and by keep running the bottom side, they're making him drive around the outside, making sure that they hit that cushion. Once again, I say risk versus reward factor, whereas Fisher, well, there's no risk running down low except those infield tyres, and we got about 7 to go, I think.
Yeah, we do. And boy, I'll tell you what, Fisher made a mistake coming into the turn right there. He got a little wiggly down low, and that's going to leave the door wide open for James, and he runs right through it. Also going to leave the door open for Trevor Royal on the high side. So I think Fisher might be thinking about, or he might need to think about coming back up to the high side, because these guys rumbling on that cushion up there are starting to just take him over.
Well, he might be thinking championship-wise. He might think that, you know, he can't get the win in the championship. He might just want to secure a second, knowing that David Morgan, I think he's in about 7th place at the moment. Yeah, he's in 7th place. Morgan would have to finish in front of Fisher, but with Fisher just running the bottom, it looks like he's going to wrap up second in the championship. So, I mean, it just could be all about a matter about trying to win that, or trying to get second in the championship.
And you're right, 100%. But if he keeps doing that right there, boy, I'll tell you what, he went up high and almost got into the side of Jeff right there, as they almost made contact coming into the turn. So you're right, maybe he is concentrating on that second place spot as Royal is in the wall.
Yeah, 1.5 to go. The white flag will be out this time by for the 2 of James Turnbull. The 2 looking to find victory lane here at Limaland.
And they're going to just race it out, even though the caution flies. They're going to come across the line here, and it looks like this man, James, going to put it in victory lane as he comes across here, crosses that line, and you're right there. James Turnbull is going to be your winner at this race here tonight.
Jeff Nevins in second. Third was Fisher. Then fourth was the 07 of Jacob Melbourne. Then Todd Brandt. And you go back to, I believe, in 6 was Trevor Royer, David Morgan, and John Jackson rounded out the 8-car field here this evening.
Absolutely. What a run here. What a great race here to finish it out for the season. These guys, man, did everything that they needed to do and more. So we'll see if we can't get our race winner up here and get a talk in with him. And we also want to get a talk in with the champ tonight, Trevor Royal, putting it out here. He did everything he could. He almost got caught up in a mishap there at the end. And I tell you what, he's going to walk out of here your champion tonight. And an awesome battle, an awesome duel here on the track of Limaland Motorsports Park. Man, what a race there. You know, that's one thing I do like about the dirt stuff. Quick, fast, action-packed. And these guys actually put on a very good show here for a good race.
Yeah, it was. That's what I like about this racetrack and you know, and dirt, and especially this league. You know, it's straight up, you know, practice for 20 odd minutes, and then, you know, they'll run a qualifying session. They'll take the top X amount of drivers straight to the feature. Obviously, you know, not enough to run any heats here this evening or anything like that. So they just ran straight up an 8-car feature. But I mean, that's still, those 8 cars. It was about quality over quantity here.
It was, and it definitely it showed here on the track. So I think Trevor will definitely try to get his drivers in here. We're just waiting to see who's coming up in here so we can get a talk in with them. In the meantime, though, actually we could bring down Trevor Fisher and put him in the waiting room down here, because he's definitely going to come out of here second in points tonight. Your second place man, I don't know who the Outlaw and the Pondy is, but either way, I'll bring up old Fisher up here. Trevor Fisher, Joe White in the booth, got a copy? He's shy, Brett.
Okay, we all get shy. we don't bite, we promise.
Trevor, Joe in the booth, got a copy?
Yep.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, what a run out there. You're going to come out of here second in the points, finishing in front of there and David here tonight. How was that track? How was the race for you?
Man, the track was pretty good. The car was great. I was hoping the bottom would hang around for me a little bit longer. Definitely didn't want to see that yellow. But all in all, we had a pretty good run. I think I should have moved up to the top just a little bit quicker, but pretty happy with third.
Well, gotta ask, do you think if you could have done anything else to get maybe up front?
Yeah, after the yellow come out, I knew the bottom was starting to slip. I almost moved up to the top to go ahead and start there, but I figured I'd stick with what was working, and probably should have went the other way.
That's all right. Well, you come out of here third place here tonight. Like you said, second in the points. Good night for you. Good season for you, man. You got anybody out there you want to thank?
Yeah, I need to give a shout out to Jeff Nevins and Drew Neal for helping me out on this thing, and all the guys who came out and raced with us. These cars are a handful on here, but they're a lot of fun. These guys are all pretty good at them, so good season. We're going to take the summer off, and we'll be back in October.
Sounds like a winner there. But I tell you what, if you can, maybe is Trevor Royal up in here? Let me get a talk in with him.
We're working on him right now.
All right, sounds good. Maybe the race winner, because I know Trevor's going to be the other Trevor, that is. He's going to be ecstatic because he's going to come out of here the champion here this season. And I'll let you work on that one, and me and Brett here. Brett, I'm going to tell you what, like I say, you've done a lot of this league. What have you seen throughout the whole entire season? Because from what I saw here tonight, obviously it's new to me. Well, I saw a great group of guys having fun out there, and they put on a darn good show, man, here at Limaland.
Yeah, well, it's actually the second time that I've actually done it for Fisher and his league, and let me tell you, both races, were great. You know, there wasn't too many cautions. I think I had, from memory, I think 3, maybe 4 at Lanier, and just 1 here tonight. But Lanier, I think Lanier there was maybe 13 or 14 cars, but still the racing was fantastic. And this is dead set. They are the hidden gem when it comes to guides and putting on these leagues and stuff like that and broadcasting, because they're fun to watch. They look fun to race. I can't race them, so I just I'll happily stay up in the booth. But they are, if there are any leagues out there that are wingless or looking to do a new league, I suggest the wingless, because they are one of the best to broadcast.
Well, it's like I always said, I have enough trouble trying to walk, straight rather than try to drive sideways. And these guys at dirt, well, they definitely, man, are constantly just trying to manhandle these things around the track, lap after lap. And it was a good one. But, we know tonight, Trevor Royal, he's going to walk out of here your champ. And Trevor Fisher there is going to walk in. But James Turnbull, yeah, I had to get that right. I called him Turnbull earlier. I'm sorry about that. But Turnbull, he's going to walk out of here your race winner here tonight.
And give us a second, because Trevor Royer is in the building.
All right, bring it down here in the waiting room. Let him get his bearings straight here, because we do have the champ in the house tonight here. So let's bring the champ up here and get a talk in with him. Trevor Royal, Joe White in the booth, got a copy? He's shy too, or he's partying one.
I'm going to say he's partying right now.
Trevor Royal, Joe White in the booth, got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, the champ's live here. What's it feel like to hold that trophy there and call yourself the champion here tonight?
Feels good, man. A little bummed about how tonight went, though. I was got a little too greedy there, trying to run down James and put it into the wall and limped across the finish line.
Well, either way, like you said, might have limped it, but you had a good, bad, fast machine out there all night long. Take us through how the track felt to you and how the car was.
At first, I started running at the bottom to start. I figured that would be the fastest line around. And Trevor was pulling away, and it just wasn't working for me, so I moved up to the top, and I started running him down towards the end, and just was trying to get too much.
Well, let me ask this. Take us through your season. I mean, you obviously, you came in here tonight, you knew you had a pretty good lead, kind of a little safety net coming in, but anything can happen. That's just racing. Take us back to your season here on what maybe some of your strategies was to come out here and, hey, you're the champ here tonight in the USAC.
Yeah, feels good. The season was pretty good for me. A lot of fast guys in this league, and very clean drivers. only one caution tonight, which is awesome to see. And yeah, I can't wait for season 2.
Well, definitely, you got summer off here to think about it. Enjoy yourself, man. Have the parties of your lifetime right there. Maybe go out there and play in some dirt or something throughout the summer. But man, I tell you, got anybody out there you want to thank for an awesome season and a great championship there, Trevor?
My team, Black Diamond Motorsports, Trevor for putting on the USAC League, the midgets and the 410 wingless sprints, and you guys for broadcasting the show. I can't wait to go back and watch it.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, there you go, folks. You got it. Trevor Royal, he put it out here tonight. He came in, knew what he had to do, got done with business, and he is the champ here for the season tonight. Again, congratulations out there, Trevor.
Thanks, Joe.
All right. Well, Brett, I'll tell you what, man, what a season. And, evidently a guy that actually puts more of his action on the track than he does in voice. Kind of a little low key there, but sometimes, hey, that's what it takes to be a winner and a champion.
Yeah, he lets his racing do the talking, and it did the talking throughout the series. He comes away with the championship win, and he'd be happy with that, and so would his team. But a great bunch of guys here with the United Auto States Club Racing Series here. Well done to Trevor Fisher for putting on this show week in and week out. It's the 2 times that I've done it. It's been a fantastic show, and I highly encourage everyone to come out and race with these guys when they come back and put on the next league.
Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, well, folks, right there, hey, I want to appreciate the guys here, man, for allowing myself here for the OSR Network, Online Sim Racing Network, your home for fun and exciting sim racing. Come out here, broadcast this season finale for these guys and all the drivers that came out. Our winner tonight here, James Turnbull, and our champion of the season, Trevor Royal, putting it out there. Second place man, Trevor Fisher in the points, and David Morgan going to round the third place. But I'm going to tell you what, till then and until the next time, everyone have a good summer vacation, and we'll see you then. And check it out if you want some more dirt stuff. And we'll be back tonight, midnight, if you're a late nighter. Have a good night, everyone.